Peace, family. This is Sheeple from Faux Show Energy Work, and I'm here to talk to you today about not being sheeple. So that's the purpose of the video. Just want to take a look at and maybe inspire some thoughts so that we look at things a little deeper and maybe ask some questions. So that's the purpose of the video. The intention is for us to learn, L-E-A-R-N, that is, learn so that we help others to learn, evolve so we help others to evolve, aspire to help others with their aspirations so that we all can get results and be new beings. All right. So with that being said, I don't even know where the blah blah came from. You know what I'm saying? It's like putting a fucking bandana on, the bandit comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, it gives you that feeling like about to set it off or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's bring another energy into this too. Let's take a breath, breathing in, breathe out, breathe in. Feeling how nice it is to have a good breath with unaffected lungs. Ashe, Aho, Amen. All right. So with that, let's get to it, y'all. Yeah, so we know right now collectively there's a lot of shit going on the planet, and a lot of us have different degrees of information and different degrees of inner and understanding of it, and different viewpoints. And the purpose of this video is just to encourage us to inquire about things before being just taking at wholesale everything that is said in the media and taking it as truth without questioning anything, and to ask pertinent and important questions. Would there be someone who could maybe benefit financially from perpetuating the idea that there's a lot of sick people? Could there be someone who would make a lot of money? Follow the money trail. A lot of times in these different things, all we got to do is follow the money trail. And then we start to see a story start to form. Years later, 10, 15, 20 years later, they make a fucking Hollywood movie and make more money about telling us and exposing the lies that they had everyone believe in. Remember in 2020, that thing that happened? This would be like in 2040 or 2050 or some shit. And then that's when the truth will come out, years later. And it's like, then they double up. It's like you made money and did all these different things on it, and then years later tell the truth about what really happened and make money about again. Meanwhile, all of our lives are fucked up in the process and changed as we get manipulated. So with all that being said, this is just a call to look at things in a different manner. That's all I'm simply saying. It's just for us to maybe look and question things, to look at things and to ask questions and be like, you know what, I don't know if I'm really rocking with that right there. I don't see that as being truthful. Taking the time just to ask questions, following the money trail, and then also look at freedoms and liberties. And these are the things that people die for. These are the things that people have gone to war for, supposedly, and to have things just being taken away from us and we don't question it and look deeper. And then if you start to really look into things, we start to see that there's people who point out and have certain viewpoints and questions, and then we find that maybe their videos all of a sudden are being taken down. I thought this was freedom of speech, and because I'm questioning what's going on now, your YouTube videos and your YouTube channel is being taken down. Come on, man. It's time for us to start connecting the dots. It's like, if you don't want another viewpoint put out there, if you're not open to having a friendly conversation or allowing someone to have a different viewpoint, then there might be something to that, right? There might be something to that. And so we have to start thinking about that. Well, we don't have to do anything, but I invite you to start questioning that. And with that, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Taking this thing off and getting back to the norm about what's really going on, what's happening. For whom the bell tolls, right? I don't know if you can hear the bell in the background. The bell is tolling for all of us to be intelligent and to stand your ground and know that we are, as humanity, at a crossroads where we can decide what comes next. And it's definitely time for us to really look within ourselves and say, what do we want to be? Have we ever questioned this world to the core? Question it to the core. Question it to the core. Yo, so in looking at these things, like, wait a minute, we can suspend mortgages, we can take these bills and put them on the back burner, we can take and get stimulus checks out to people all this time. Side note, that wouldn't happen with the reparations thing. Didn't have money for that. Anyway, get off of that one. But so we can do all these things. So in other words, money ain't what we think it is. Does this world really work the way that we've been told? All these financiers and stuff making all this goddamn money, off of something that ain't even real, and credit and all this stuff. Like, question this shit to the core. This is what time it is that while we're sitting in this house arrest, and make no mistakes about it. We say quarantine, but someone I saw point out, quarantine is when you're sick. If you're not sick and you're made to stay in the house, then that is house arrest. It's all about the language and this stuff, people. And do we even really know what's going on out here? Are we taking the time to question? So anyway, all that with love. Let's take one more deep breath together. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, y'all. I'm Shofar from Faux Show Energy Work, and I do coaching for couples and singles. I do energy work for couples and singles. I have a book, Sacred Orgasmic Living, Soul. You can get a free excerpt of that on my website at fauxshowenergy.com. You can also check out a series of workshops I have, Hip Hop Kundalini. I do that with three other powerful revolutionary beings. I also do have a series of workshops called Intimate Relating with my lady, and you can find me on Instagram. And if you like this content, please like, share, subscribe, leave some comments below, and also know that I have a Patreon channel if you want to support the channel, if you want to channel some funds to the channel, definitely is appreciated. And you can also get exclusive materials and content on my Patreon. I appreciate y'all, and remember, keep SEX, keep Central Emotional Exchange, keep shining, keep evolving, and do so exponentially.